It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Happy you could join us for this one. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward, and rookie Ryan Fitzgerald just about set. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, Jay.
Then did, and he still can't.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground.
Yeah, I ain't been on that either because I don't care anymore.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on
It ain't
second.
just that, man. I'm tired, man. I don't care, man. I know what the end result is.
This one caught by
yeah.
C.D. Lamb. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play. The good call, that's at the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, into Hubbard. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they come, second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Jordan Stouts headed out to punt it away on 4. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects, everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
Young working from the gun. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Third and inches.
Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
45. 1 second.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Getting out to his left. He's going to run for it. Racing down the left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
Got it.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33.
A gain of 31 yards.
Ready.
First down.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
2 yards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the Lions' 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter what we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fitzgerald sends this through, and that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions take the lead on the first play of the drive. Will Lutz now on for the extra point.
That was not easy.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 7, Browns 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. 2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on second.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Loss of 5 yards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
We set it downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
First down.
Here's ETN on first down. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. We've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's fourth down.
Let's go now. Ready.
They're going for it. Young. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Taken to the line. This is first and 10.
And the Browns, first down.
Again, it's Young. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Young again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
A loss of 7
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Third and long, Young.
What the fuck
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And the downfield. going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy.
Morris can deal.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds, well shy of what they needed there. Jordan Stout on now to punt. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can the ball similarly well as they take over here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready. Black 40.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Air it out on third. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Hold on, what's happening in the action now? Change of pass.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
To the Mac.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Down the field, he's got Lamb. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. This is second and 6 coming up.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy.
Second and 6.
This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Holston Loveland. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Running for it with Charbonnet. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. First and 10, it's Hubbard. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat.
What a one-handed pick.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
One of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber. Won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First down, Young. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Young to throw it. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. This one up to about the 27-yard line. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And leading just 7-3 might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room.
Yeah, we ain't talking about shit right now.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
9 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I ain't gonna say that.
First down from the 42. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left.
Steve Smith is...
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
How can I put this without sounding disrespectful?
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
And Pac-Man is hood tough.
Looking to throw.
If that makes sense. His toughness comes
Is it
from...
looking up? They're able to drop him.
Pac-Man's toughness comes from the struggle of life.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Bengals. And here's the Bengals wideout. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. It's a 51-yard touchdown. The Bengals have won 3 straight since falling in the season opener. They get the victory here. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they host the New York Jets. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Jets get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Jordan Love. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Chiefs are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock
I just
Hewitt.
watched Terminator 2. You know I'm about to have the kids watch? Just because they love anime so much? This is a live action anime for real? Kung Fu Hustle.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, set, cut.
They'll start the second half with ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that third catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively,
The Steelers what now? Oh shit. I forgot. That's my bad. I forgot. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Play action now, McCarthy. Checks this one down, Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down over the 31. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
good. We're alive.
Bring the tight end left.
First and 10 at the
Throwing on
31-yard
first, it's
line.
McCarthy. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Second and 3 now.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component. It's balancing it out.
That one intended for Demario Douglas. So it's second down coming up.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 52 blue.
Out of the gun, Young. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 24 yards on that one. That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. It's Young. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run, Etienne. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Good on the extra point attempt. The Browns push their lead to 3.
Dad did too, didn't he?
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back. Sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hubbard on the give. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll throw it. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down right along the 30. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on the 2nd and inches. And McCarthy to throw. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Still inches to go on 3rd down. McCarthy on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck right the line. No gain. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Lions have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by only 3. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He brings it in. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions jump in front late. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other side for them to go mount a response.
And it's good.
All around the same level at that time. Denzel wasn't, no sense, Oscar winning. You know what I'm saying?
Set to kick this away.
At that time, nigga, all the niggas was still doing 90s nigga
Turn
moves.
coming from the 6.
At that time.
And he's going to make this to the 48 before going down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Lions showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
Beverly Hills Cal 3, nigga.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So first down from the 41. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Ready up. Down. Yellow.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack
was
2
never
plays
at,
ago, big
yeah,
completion right there.
that was a
All
run.
that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Trying to push deep downfield. He had a
Motherfucker.
but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down.
Audiobook narrator.
Ready?
Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field. All set to go now from the 35.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Tight end in motion right. Hubbard trying this up the gut. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a... as they go out to look at him. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. And that's just about to it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that's going to lock up this win. Extra points right now for the Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Lions 21, Browns 10.
Look like it. That whole time.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he set out. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Young looking to throw. Brought in by Hooper. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 2nd and 3 now. Young working from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. About the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Design quarterback run here. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and
All right, I real hurt.